We're on the lake with the most beautiful woman I've ever met. That was all. We dropped her stuff at my place and headed out. It was the first time I'd ever seen her without a cell phone. And mine was dead, so it was going to be quiet, beautiful, no distractions.
So who gave Rivola the cash? Aziz asked.
I don't know who it was. Now he was weeping openly, wiping his face with the sleeve of his T-shirt.
Did you ever wonder why someone would pay you to take her to a cottage? MacNeice asked.
Ah, fuck. Look, I'm a photographer. I'm a good photographer. I am.
He looked first at MacNeice, then briefly met Aziz's eyes, as if willing them to believe him. We know you are, Marcus. We've seen your work. MacNeice's voice was calm.
No shit. You seen my work? Where? At the college?
You have a wonderful talent, but let's stay focused on why we're here. MacNeice picked up his notebook, indicating that he should continue.
Okay. So, I've taken nude shots of women before. I did the girl who told me about the cottage. But the photos of Lydia were the best, by far the best. She loved them, too. She loved them.
For a moment he looked eager to persuade MacNeice that she did indeed love them, but then he choked up, grabbed a pillow, and buried his face in it, as he let out a long, agonized groan. When he looked up again, he threw the pillow aside and took out a cigarette. MacNeice just waited, and after Johnson had got his cigarette lit, he shakily carried on.
When he comes to my place with the weed one night, Rivola says to me, "Dude, I met these guys who will pay us $7,500 to watch a photo session between you and your girl." I laughed at him. So he says, like, he spells out each syllable. "It's an even split of $7,500, dude, and all you gotta do is do what you do. She won't even know."
You'd shown him your photos of Lydia? Aziz asked.
Yeah, well, he came by when I was printing, and he saw them. Some of them.
How was it supposed to work? MacNeice asked.
Rivola would drop off a bag of my gear at the cottage. Lydia and I would go by boat, drinking champagne on the lake at night. Then I was going to recommend we do some moonlight nude work on the beach, and then some more in the cottage. The men, Ronnie wouldn't say how many, were going to be watching from somewhere else. They were supposed to set up hidden cameras inside.
Were you okay with that, Marcus? Did they actually set up those hidden cameras inside the cottage?
Aziz's voice was steady. No. Well, if she never knew and somewhere there's a guy jerking off to pictures of her, I don't fucking know, man. So was it set up? I don't know that either. We get there, and I carry her ashore. She looked amazing, and she was so happy. He paused for a moment, welling up again. All I remember is getting there. We finished off a bottle of champagne on the boat, and we were loosened up, all right? But that's all I remember. I woke up sometime later with my face planted in the sand. The boat was gone. There was no one around. I went up the stairs where the music was playing. Music that she'd brought with us because it was the piece she was going to do for her first professional concert. And there she was, dead. I couldn't believe it. She looked so beautiful, but she was dead. I couldn't find my equipment. My bag was gone. I ran. I figured I'd be blamed if I stayed, so I ran.
Why did you need the money? MacNeice asked.
Shit, man, with that much money? I could have my own show. At a serious gallery. I mean, not at the college. A guy in Toronto had already offered me a one-man show, but he said I had to come up with the money for printing and framing, and that shit costs. I could have done it, though. A lot of what I'd be showing was going to be shots of Lydia. She'd be cool with that.
It's too late to say what she'd be cool with, Marcus, MacNeice said flatly.
How do you think her father would have felt?
Aziz asked.
It's not my problem. Lydia said she'd tell him this weekend. She was going to be with him Saturday.
Did you know she was pregnant? Johnson just stared at MacNeice as though an insane world had gotten even crazier.